country that's claimed free speech. Your customized democracy is actually one like the Hamas. And now we are watching an occupation, and we are watching the result of your silence, of your misrepresentation of Arabs, of your dehumanization of Arabs. What do you have to say for yourself? You have a duty.
In there. 7 sisters.
You have a duty to say what's right.
And 3 brothers.
I want your voice to be recorded. I want your voice to be recorded. I actually, away from the cameras, as a human being, I genuinely want to know what you think, why you do this, and the fact that you don't realize the extent of your lying. And the U.S. advocates for a designer's democracy, and we suffer for it, and it is unfair. But you don't hear me. If you heard me, if you really heard me, you would quit your channel. Just like your ambassador, I don't know who did. Some humanity. The U.S. gave the okay for Israel. Carte blanche to kill all those Palestinians. This massacre, we were sleeping here today. We listened to the bombs. I, in my grown age, was scared. Imagine children, imagine babies. Will you even air it? Will you edit it? Okay, fine. You get your time. 1 second. Play. Oh, right, you're ready. Okay, put my microphone on. You speak Arabic? Only a little bit. Just first of all, tell me your name. My name is Rahma Zein. I am an Egyptian.
So
tell me why you're here today. I am here today because of a multitude of things. First, the unfair occupation that's lasted for 70 plus years, and the fact that Gaza has been dubbed an open-air prison with Palestinians, no access to water, no access to be able to move in or out, not able to maneuver. We have family here, Palestinian families who have their Palestinian families there. They're not even able, the ease of maneuvering. You go to holidays, it's easy for you. It's not that easy for them. Life is so difficult. It's against human rights. Israel has breached human rights time and time again, and it seems that it is above of international law. We are here to speak the truth because I'm not going to generalize, but a lot of Western channels have been aiding in the dehumanization of Arabs. You say 100, when I say the word Muhammad, how does that make you feel? You immediately flinch because that's what's been happening. So now, when 1,000 plus Palestinian babies die, you don't feel the same. You don't feel the same as when I tell you one of your own has died. But these are our own. And it is unfair, and Egypt will stand with Palestine. I know Israeli politics, and they try and divide us, and they try and make you seem like we are weak. But let me tell you something, we are not weak. And we stand with the Palestinians, and we stand with Arabs. And they try and change the narrative because you own the narrative, see? This is our problem. You own the narrative. You own the United Nations. You own Hollywood. You own all these mouthpieces. Where are our voices? Our voices need to be heard as well. We've been watching your channels, and instead of mourning our dead, instead of mourning these Palestinian children, we've been having to deal with more dehumanization of Arabs. We've been having to deal with more ridiculous rhetoric to the extent that one Arab came and just had a farcical interview because there's no more logic. There's no more logic in debating with you. You don't listen. It's like Israel has a fact book. Israel has a fact book. It's Hamas. Anything is Hamas. The Palestinians are animals and they need to die. And this is what's been happening. Get our voices across. Fair coverage. It is so...
You can't cut your family's on the other side.
I have 7 sisters, and my father, my mother, grandmother, uncles, all my family is there. I can't contact with them. I don't know if they are okay or not. I'm here to know that.
Yeah, we're trying to find out if they're okay.
Israel has just been breaching too many international laws. The fact that it's been coming across as above the law. Who's to speak for these children? Who's to speak for Palestinian children? Who? Seriously, no, I'm actually asking you. Who's to speak for those Palestinian children? If all Western channels are talking for Israel, if the United Nations is standing for Israel, all these international institutions are standing for Israel, who's there for the Palestinians? And don't call it a war. The jargon is even more infuriating. It's not a war, they're not on equal footing. It is not a occupation, and this is the result. You occupy, you will get resistance. And I guess that's the part you're gonna take, right?
I promise you, this will all air. I promise you.